Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. So I am excited for today's video because I'm hopefully going to be getting some things done. I also just made myself a brown sugar iced latte and it is super good. So hopefully that gives me a little bit of just motivation, something fun to drink while I'm working. But what I'm starting on, sorry about that, I had to relocate the camera because it kept like not wanting to focus, and I think it was because of the window. So anyhow, what I'm starting on today is a kitchen declutter. This is not really a clean type of video or organizing type of video, but what I want to do is I really want to go through my kitchen and try to pick out some quality, okay, let me back up. So I have been really working on recently accumulating quality cookware and quality pieces for my kitchen instead of just like the cheapest thing out there. You all know that I do like to be like maybe a bit crunchy when I can, not all the time, but aware of different toxins and stuff and how they affect us, and so that plays a role into your cookware that you use. So with that being said, I've been accumulating some more, what do I want to say, not heirloom cookware, but things that are really heavy duty, that are gonna last a long time, that are natural materials. And so that all being said, I want to go through my kitchen, try to downsize, get rid of some of those cheaper pans, some of the ones that are like scratched, peeling, the cookie sheets that I've had for years that are just not that nice anymore, and see kind of like what I can get rid of that, that I'm not even using, that can kind of minimalize my kitchen. Obviously not getting rid of anything that is important to me or that I use, because that would be like not that smart, but just getting rid of the stuff that I don't use and asking myself, how often do I use it? And if I don't use it often, can I find something else that I already have that I can substitute for this? Because I don't have a very large kitchen, as you guys know, or as you can see. It's pretty small, and so I want to just do a better job of keeping it not so cluttered. So I might be doing this in other areas of my house. You guys from my last video kind of saw that I worked on like minimalizing some of my decor. Sorry, my kiddos are over here, so if my eyes keep going that way, I'm just making sure they're doing good. I'm just kind of trying to make less clutter for my brain in my house. It's a great thing to do in the new year, but I've really been inspired by some of my friends doing that as well recently. So anyhow, that was like a long intro spiel, but without much more further ado, grab yourself a drink, coffee, I don't know, whatever you like to drink, and I'm gonna get started decluttering. Hopefully y'all can get something done while you hang out with me for this video. So let's get going. Alright, so I had to go grab myself a step stool. But first things first, I'm gonna work in the top cabinets, I believe. And this one is the first one, my medicine cabinet. Obviously, you guys can tell this needs help. So it is gonna get some organizing, but really the problem is there's a bunch of stuff behind that we don't use that really needs gone through. So we're gonna get to it, go through this, wipe it out if necessary, and get rid of some things.
I feel like medicine cabinets are one of those places that can really quickly get cluttered, and also with expiration dates and all that kind of stuff, before you know it, there is so much in there that can be thrown out or that you don't need. And that's definitely what I found when I was going through ours, is that so much of the medicine was expired and it could be pitched, or stuff we didn't use anymore, or stuff we didn't need, or just like whatever, bottles that had like 1 or 2 pills in the bottom. And I was very surprised, pleasantly so, at the amount of space that I had in this cabinet after I went through everything. So the last one up above my stove was a really easy cabinet to clean out. It's not super full, but then I opened this one and I was like, whoa, this needs some help. I think in the busy day today, I don't take the time to stop and realize how much help this cabinet actually needs or how bad it is. And so I started by taking everything out, went through it. I got rid of a ton of seasonings and spices and things like that we don't use or that are old or we didn't like or all that kind of stuff. I gave it a really good wipe down because it needed it badly. And it still is not perfect with how I put everything back in, but it's so much better, so much more functional than it was before.
Into quite the extensive declutter today. I really had no idea how bad my kitchen needed like just gone through, and especially these cabinets where like I keep spices, medicines, all that kind of stuff is really out of hand. So I'm gonna keep plugging away, but it's definitely gonna take a lot longer than I thought, possibly several days, and you guys might end up seeing more just like blurps or bits and pieces here and there instead of like the whole extensive process, because it is gonna take me a long time. But I did want to take a little break to thank the sponsor for this week's video. Lovevery is sponsoring my video again this week, and I wanted to say a big thank you to them and share with you guys a little bit about Lovevery, kind of when I heard about them, why we all love the brand so much, and just, yeah, what makes them really unique as a brand.
So if you've been following along with my channel for a while, you probably have heard of Lovevery. I've been working with them on and off for probably about a year, maybe a little bit more, and Lovevery is a company that designs play kits, Montessori style toys for your children or for children, and it is according to age. So this one is for Kai, and I think it is like around 22 to 24 months, and it was full of a bunch of things that both my kids loved, but I was just intrigued again with how much thought, I guess you could say, goes into the toys that they design, and just the different things that it teaches children, just fine motor skills. Even the one toy had different like buckles on it, or whatever you want to call it, and just teaching them how to buckle things, unbuckle things, which is something that both my kiddos could learn. And then this little toy with the tweezers is one of Zendaya's favorite, and I think Kai will enjoy it at some point, but for now Zendaya loves picking the little starfish or the little whatever stars out of the basket with tweezers. There was this really unique puzzle piece in this play kit that I loved as well. It was bigger and chunkier for Kai because he has a hard time obviously doing small puzzles that Zendaya can do, but he really loved this, not to mention it's super cute and would be a great toy that you could throw in a bag to take anywhere. I'm going to put Lovevery's link down in the description box for you guys. Definitely check them out. Their play kits make wonderful gifts, or just, you know, a fun whatever welcome into spring, something new for kiddos. And I love just the thought and the quality and design that goes into all of the toys that we have ever received from Lovevery. They also have a really cool block set and play gym. The block set's kind of for older kids, but the play gym is kind of a grow with your child from baby up to toddlerhood, and we just love the just vast variety of toys that they offer with their play kits and their single sets of toys that you can find at the link down below. So getting back to my decluttering, this cabinet looks so much better. Like I said again, not perfect, and at some point I would love to do kind of like the tiered shelf type of thing. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's a lot better. I moved on to these cabinets that are by my sink. These were fairly easy. This one I just had a bunch of cups and things to get rid of because I feel like accumulating extra cups is something that is so easy to do. So I went through, got rid of the cheaper ones that we don't use or don't care for as much, and then kept the really nice ones that we like, and ended up having a lot of extra space in that cabinet as well. I feel like there's something about these corner cabinets that just go like way back into a dark abyss or something. The amount of stuff that I pulled out of this cabinet that I did not use or that I could get rid of or whatever, donate, was incredible. And it was a good feeling, but it was also like, wow, just I kind of tend to put anything extra or whatever up in this cabinet, and it was out of hand. So it was definitely nice to be going through it, decluttering those things, and knowing that everything I have in it now I use almost on a daily to weekly basis, and it's nothing that's kind of lost back in a dark corner that I never ever use.
So I took a short break, I'm back at it, but I wanted to stop and show you guys all the stuff that I'm getting rid of. And this might not look like much, but I am happy. And it's not that I don't always use some of this stuff, it's just that I don't use it often enough that I feel like it's worth keeping. Like, I have some Tupperware here. It's super nice Tupperware, which actually I might keep this little container, but I'm not sure. But I don't use it hardly at all, and it's taking up space. Same with these. Same with my electric can opener. I love it, but I'm always gonna have a manual one on hand, so I might as well just get rid of this one or give it to someone else who could use it better. Same with this. Same with these containers. I really like them, but they take up a lot of space, and for the amount of times I use them, it's not worth it. So I'm gonna go back to my cupboards and see if I can find anything else in here, but I just thought I'd show you guys the progress so far.
Since I've switched to using more like cast iron pans, frying pans, whatever on my stove, I had quite a few extra things down here below the oven that just needed to go. They were things that I was holding on to that I do not need, especially since I have two different sizes of cast iron skillets that serve me very well. And of course, I kept my, I think it's called an Always pan from our place, or the Every pan. I think that's what it's called, from our place. I kept that just because every once in a while it's nice to be able to cook in that. But I was able to get rid of a lot. And same with down here with casserole dishes, things like that. It's just amazing what you can accumulate in a short amount of time, and how much going through your stuff and just selectively keeping the high quality things really makes a difference in your kitchen. These drawers were one of the last things that I went through, at least on this video, and while I don't know that there was a necessarily huge difference, it was nice to see what all was in the drawers, wipe them out, clean them, and get them to a more functional organization type of area.
A few days later, but I wanted to give you guys an update on how the whole kitchen decluttering thing went. I got through most of my cupboards. I didn't get through my pantry, which is something I wanted to get through, even though that's not like household items. I wanted to kind of go through and just work on decluttering some of that stuff in there. But anyhow, I was able to get rid of 2 boxes like this big or so of items, just extra dishes I don't use, cookie sheets, baking things, all that kind of stuff. And I actually already sold 3 items that I listed on Facebook Marketplace, so I was able to make a bit of money in the process, which was really, really great. and it's been nice to have a decluttered kitchen, not have my drawers and cabinets just absolutely overflowing with stuff that I don't even use. But thank you guys so much for coming along with me today, or the past couple days, in my project. I loved sharing it with you. Hopefully it gave you maybe some idea or inspiration for a space in your home that could use decluttered. I know for me, it feels so good to just have a fresh space that does not have all that clutter and junk in it like it did before. But anyhow, thank you guys so much for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I love spending the time with you guys, and as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful week until I see you guys again next week in my next video. Bye guys.